What's good, planet Earth? Welcome to the channel. I'm Charlie and thank you for coming along for a video. Today I'm going to be breaking down Rain by the Teskey brothers on Colours. Now I say breaking down because I'm not going to call this a reaction. I have seen it before. Even though it would be fair to call it a reaction, people seem to get a little bit butthurt when you call it a reaction and it's not your first time reacting to it, even though you haven't called it a first time reaction. Very strange, but anyway, a breakdown is what we'll call it. So welcome if you're new, guys. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the video, of course. If you don't, that would be silly. If you want access to early releases, blocked content, exclusive content that you won't find anywhere else, live streams, that kind of stuff, you can get it for £1 a month, guys. My Patreon is £1 a month. There's a link in the description. Go and try it out for a month, if nothing else. If you don't think it's worth £1, then you can cancel your subscription, right? But just go and check it out because I think £1 is very, very worth it. Now there are other tiers if you want to spend a bit more and support the channel to a greater extent. But there are no other perks. There is no obligation to join at those levels. It's just if you can afford it and you want to. If you want to spend a bit more. If you don't, that's fine. All of the perks are available at the base tier at £1. All I ask is that you sign up via the desktop site. It can still be on your phone. Just do it via your mobile browser, not the app. Because both Android and, Apple, yeah, the App Store, they take 30% of the money. And if I'm only charging £1 a month, that's a lot to lose, right? So please, desktop site. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get into it. And without further ado, let's go.
Kept it 100 from the start. Who knew what?
Okay, so straight out of the gate comes in with some very gentles, or whatever it was, and then some very gentle. That was way more than he does it. It's very, very gentle, and then straight in with whoa. Sorry, I had to cover the mic there. So the very explosive is very much controlling the levels, and comes in with a very prominent, very explosive whoa. With a lot of what's it called? Restriction, not restriction. That's the wrong terminology. I can't remember what it's called. Damn, I'm drawing a blank. I'll think of it. But you know what I mean, right? Super raspy, beautiful. Very.
I know it's hard to be alone. A soul with no face is a lonely embrace, but I know it's hard. And I know it's hard.
He's very vowel focused. Right, and so do you know what it reminds me of, right? So when I was at college studying vocals, and in my technical development class, a thing that we do, and a lot of vocalists do this, isn't like exclusive to where I studied, right? It's a great way to practice and work on your vowels and the way that you colour your voice. So we would sing a song only in vowels, and just work. What it allows you to do is obviously just focus on the vowels because that's the only noise you're making, and how you're colouring your voice and where to open it up and where to sort of bring it back in a little bit. And that's very much how Josh sings, right? And if we were practicing it using that exercise, we'd have sung it like something like that, right? And that's kind of how he sings. The consonants are very sort of like almost like an afterthought, not an afterthought, but they're just not as prominent. And he uses the vowels in such a way that it colours the whole thing. I hope that makes sense, right?
It's a lonely embrace, but I know it's hard.
Hard. I like that.
And I know it's hard.
Ooh, that was very sort of how can I put it? It's kind of here, right? Because there's so many ways that you could sing that. Oh, much more open and throaty, or oh, like up here, but he's oh, it's kind of in the nose, right? So, and he uses that a lot, and it just, again, just another way that he places the sound, colors the noise. Brilliant. Long, yeah. I'm not very good at that. I go, yeah.
Now this cloud.
The grit.
Between us all, and the road ain't so clear, but we can still walk across. 'Cause I know it's hard to be alone.
There it is again.
A soul with no face is a lonely place, and I know it's hard, and I know it's hard to be alone, to be alone.
Yo.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so little. Won't you come to me now?
To be able to compression, that's what it's called. I was thinking pressure, restriction is none of those things. It's compression, right? So to be able to control your that kind of compression to create that kind of grit and not destroy your voice takes a lot of training, right? And I can't do it. I can do it for moments, but I will shred my voice. I don't have that side down, and I already struggle with muscle tension dysphonia. But anyway, and so that's another thing that he's excellent at doing. He can add that compression so much to a point where he's got so much grit, but he can also loosen it to where he gets a much more purer, brighter, cleaner sound. It's just, what I'm trying to say is like, the variation in the sounds that he makes, whether it be the way he pronounces his vowels, the compression that he adds, just everything. It's very kind of, the way he sings is very sort of like Sam Cooke, Wilson Pickett, Otis Redding. You can tell those are his influences. Is very much of that era, of that style.
But if there rain, or am I crying again? A soul with no face is a lonely base. But I know it's hard, and I know
So intentional. All of it's so intentional. No! He lets the notes drop off so much on the end of his words, and sometimes at the beginnings too. It's nice. Woo! Yeah, it's like there's a lot of explosive notes at the beginning, or coming like the one at the beginning that I attempted to do, and now I'm starting to feel it. A lot of sort of like barky, explosive bits, and then sometimes it'll be sort of much more aspirate. Sometimes it'll be almost whispery. Just it's so dynamic and so interesting. Yeah, I know. And then it's, yeah, much more compression. Oh, that sort of migrated to the back of his throat as that went on. Amazing. Well, what more can I say? I mean, who sings like that these days? You got a few people that say, you know, you got your Teddy Swims, people like that. You got a few that are similar, but I don't think anyone really embodies that old soul singer, as I say, you know, Wilson Pickett, Otis Redding, those kind of people. As I don't think anyone embodies them as closely as Josh Teskey. I can't think of anyone. If anyone knows anyone, then let me know. I also love an unexpected voice. You know, people like Alan Stone, you know, Yebba, and Josh Teskey, and you just think, how is that sound coming out of your mouth? It's just such a joy to listen to, and yeah, as I say, you know, very much channeling the Wilson Picketts and Otis Reddings and people like that. You can feel the influences so strongly. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. As I say, I don't usually do breakdowns. I don't usually do things that I've seen before, right? Nearly everything that I do on the channel. In fact, I think I've only ever done one other one, and I think that was How Does It Feel, D'Angelo. If you haven't seen it, here's a link. Go and watch it. But so many people have asked me to do this, particularly with, you know, a couple of my Australian reactions to Australian bands taking off or artists taken off recently. This always gets dropped more in the comments, so I thought, you know what, I love this. There's a lot you can comment on it in terms of technique and stuff like that, or at least me, you know, I have just enough knowledge that I can say a few things, and so I thought, why not? But anyway, let me know if you enjoyed it. Meet me down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, Patreon, socials, all of that stuff. Go do it. I'll see you in the next one, and until then, be kind to yourselves, love everyone, and take care. I freaking love you guys.